Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're looking at a pretty obscure comic. This was DC Comics Chase. This is issue number 1. This was $2.50, and this came out in February 1998. I was a big fan of this comic, and I want to give it some spotlight on it that I thought it deserved. It was unceremoniously canceled. Like I was just reading, and all of a sudden it just like, hey, where's the next issue of Chase? I forget exactly how many issues came out, but okay, let's look at this cover. It's by DC Johnson, who I know nothing else about other than this he authored this comic. J.H. Williams III and Mick Gray. They were also the team that did the Batwoman comic. That art is just so good. So let's just take a look at this. So this is a little boy. He's getting bullied, and his mutant firepower erupts, kind of like Liz Sherman from Hellboy. Here's the credits. We already looked at that. Okay. Chase created by these two, and I think that's why we never see her anymore. I think DC Johnson went off. Didn't get. I don't think it was worth his money to pursue this character. But she showed up in a few other comics. So here she is. She's moving from California. She's moving to New York. And I liked her character. She was like smoking, she was like a regular person, she had a beef with superheroes. She didn't, or as they called them back in 1998, metahumans. So she didn't like metahumans. And she took a job in the Department of Extra Normal Operations, the DEO. And they were like the shield, not shield, but they were like the government bureaucracy that dealt with superheroes and metahumans and stuff like that. They were like a police force for the superheroes, or FBI keeping tabs on them and stuff like that. And she doesn't particularly like them. So here she is. She's moving to New York. So she's like a stranger, and I kind of like that. So she's a stranger in a strange town. I mean, if you lived in California and you moved to New York, it's just as different as night and day. So here she is. She's investigating the little boy, burnt down the school, and these are all the kids in the class, questioning him what's going on, and they find the boy, and help. Nobody can help me, and he's not a bad guy. He was the nerdy, shrimpy kid that was getting bullied, but his power kicked in, and he killed a lot of people. So just like Liz Sherman, who the fire girl from Hellboy, she burnt down her house and burnt down her house, killed her family, and destroyed the homes and hurt a lot of people in her neighborhood. Doesn't mean she was a bad person. Just meant she lost control of her powers. In a world of superheroes, stuff like that might happen, and that's why they have a DEO. So she's tracking them down, and look at this. These were like cards. These were like cool at the time, so you could get trading cards. So you could cut these out. Apparently I never did. And here's an ad. And oh my sweet, the local police aren't making it easier for them. The kids just freaking out and doing everything. She goes, okay, that's it then. One less meta in the world. She's kind of like, doesn't like metahumans, and she's stop, and whoa, and poof, the kid's powers turned off. Okay, and we get a hint of that she herself is a metahuman, and she doesn't like that. So basically the gist of the story is her metahuman power is to turn off other people's metahuman powers. So she's like the perfect agent for this job. So she's like tracking down rogue metahumans, stuff like that. And when I say bringing them to justice, meaning bringing them to the system, not like the Punisher killing people. So she's kind of like a down on her luck type, little vulgar, a little crude. She's smoking. She's got troubles with her boyfriend and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why she was willing to move. She's not like a glamorous superhero or the dashing. She's more like a regular person. And this poor kid's in a cell. You feel bad for him. And now, of course, you know, you see this. He died an hour ago. The Flint kid killed him in there somewhere. Secret Service, Chad Flint, going to cover this up. You can't keep them in here forever. We'll do it ourselves. So, you know, there's mob justice outside. They want to kill him. So here comes he goes, just try that super voodoo, son. Make me shoot in self-defense. So this guy wants to go and kill him. He's like, I don't want to hurt you, but so the kid activates his power, and boom, he's killed. So what happened? That freak, he burst into flames. Oh, the kid burst into flames. Jeez, I got it all. So the kid burst into flames and melted through the wall and escaped. So you see, he didn't kill the corrupt cop that was trying to come after him. So the kid's like, you want to make me into a superhero? So that's what she was ordered to do. She was to bring this kid in, train him, and turn him into a superhero. It's like, you want to turn me into a superhero? Is that what you want to do? And she uses her power that she could barely control and turns his power off. And, you know, they bring him in, and that's like, you don't see the kid anymore. So, and here's some more. Like, they're making cards, like trading cards of all the creators of the comic. And Tomorrow Never Dies. You know, I've never seen a James Bond movie. So there you go. Never seen a James Bond movie in my entire life. So this was Chase. I think, I forget how many issues it ran for. Something like 12. And then they did Chase 1,000,000, because that was like a DC event. They did like the 1,000,000th issue of every comic, which was like 10,000 years in the future. And that was the end of a bunch of comics. That was the last issue of Young Heroes in Love. That was the last issue of, I think, Kronos. And that was the last issue of Chase. So these comics didn't last too long. They lasted about a year. And I really liked this. She was a fish out of water. I always liked that kind of character. She was down on her luck. She was like, as Chuck Dixon would call, a slob hero. So she was a female slob hero. She smoked. She drank. She met guys tried to have relationships with them, and it didn't work because they were a jerk or she was a jerk. You know, it wasn't like, you know, it was a hard life for her, a hard, lonely life, and she didn't particularly like her job. She was good at it, and she didn't like metahumans, and now she's finding out that she is one. It was a good story. And then she meets her boss. And I never found out if they explained this or not. But in Infinity Incorporated, there was a bad guy group called Helix Incorporated. And their leader was Mr. Bones. And Mr. Bones was like this. He had invisible skin, so he looked like a skeleton. And his skin was arsenic. So if you touched him, you got poisoned. And he was this sarcastic villain. Well, he's the head of the DEO in this comic. I don't know how that ever happened. You know, I don't know if they ever explained it. So Mr. Bones, you know, a former villain with poisonous skin, looks like death, is the leader of the DEO, or at least her branch. So I don't know. I don't know if they ever explained it. Maybe I missed it. And she showed up in other comics. And I forget who she dated. Did she date Green Lantern, or did she date the new Flash? I forget who she dated, but of course that didn't work out. And they tried to make her a thing, and she never stuck. But I don't know if it's because maybe she's owned by what's his name, DC Johnson and J.H. Williams, that they never brought her back. But I thought she was a cool character, an interesting character. You know, like in Gotham City, they have those normal police, like Latoya and Harvey Bullock and Jim Gordon, stuff like that. I think she would have been a good reoccurring character throughout the DC universe, and they tried it, and then it went away. But there you go. This was Chase. I recommend this. These are kind of hard to find, but if you do find them, they're cheap, and the art is great. This team, when this gets canceled, they go on to Batwoman, and oh my God, the artwork in Batwoman is phenomenal, just phenomenal. So you know, it's worth it to watch this art team develop and get better and better with every issue. So there you go. Here's a little showcase of a pretty obscure little comic from the DC Universe, Chase. I liked it. It's worth it. All right? I'll see you tomorrow with another video, and thank you. And I appreciate that you took time out of your busy day to watch my videos. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.